Okay, so in this video, we'll be going over cryptocurrency and blockchain as it's clearly mentioned here in the title slide. Uh, Super important to know, to understand, to overstand crypto, how it works, why it's so important, because the technology has already begun to change our world and will continuously do so as adoption increases. So, first things first, the king of all cryptos, the first one at all ever, first blockchain ever, Bitcoin. So some people have heard of Bitcoin, some haven't. If you are in this course, I'm sure you've heard of it by this time or at this point. This is the very first decentralized digital currency. So how does Bitcoin work? So first off, this is our previous method of moving money. So we got Sharon over here trying to send money to Tommy over here, and they have to go through the bank. So if they wanted to make a transfer, and this could be Venmo, this could be Cash App. In the end, though, it's one bank going to another bank, and it's the banks that keep track of this. Well, as we can see, if you research some of the fraud that banks have committed, such as Wells Fargo, that trusting the banks wholly is not a wise thing for us. When you have one centralized location that is keeping the ledger and keeping track of everyone's money, things can go awry. Things can go negatively. So, what Bitcoin does is it gets rid of the bank. So basically, through the internet, we can send money or value. And we have, instead of bank accounts, we have wallets, either on a laptop, a computer, or on a phone. There's such thing as paper wallets, meaning basically you just have to remember a password in your head and you can travel the world with however much money you have logged into that password that you have stored in your head. So, um, what are some of the benefits of cryptocurrency and why is it so awesome as compared to banks? So, first of all, lower fees. So, you could send, this is going to be the same amount. If I send you $10 of Bitcoin or $100 billion of Bitcoin, it's actually going to be about the same cost wise, which is awesome. Super low fees. What's cool too is that you will receive your money super quickly. So if we did a bank transfer, of over, you get to over $5,000, $10,000, you start to have to wait a few days or more. So with cryptocurrency, it's almost instantaneous. There are cryptos now that are instantaneous. Sometimes Bitcoin can be an hour or two, but to spend $3, maybe $4, and send $1 million or $100 million is unheard of. Not with Bitcoin, it's heard of now. Another cool thing is it can be used anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you are. It doesn't matter as long as you have connection to an internet source, which nearly everyone has now. And with SpaceX doing their internet thing, everyone should have access within the next 10 years. So that's awesome. There are no prerequisites. You don't have to be anyone. You don't have to be a specific age. You don't have to have a specific net worth. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, you can use Bitcoin. It's a free economy. And lastly, what's super awesome is you can't have an account frozen. So if you're, moving a lot of money around, moving around the world, doing some things, that's actually super valuable to not have to worry about banks or governments doing things to your money. It's your money. So Bitcoin allows us, cryptocurrency allows us to treat it as our money and not as the bank's money. They allow us to use it, right? So, mining. So, how Bitcoin is the transactions are kept track of are through miners. So, basically, miners are just these computer systems that, like I said, they keep track of the ledger and they help hold the network accountable. And anyone who has a miner can contribute to the network, which is awesome. So, there's users and there's miners, and you know how there are fees, a little bit of fees when you transfer Bitcoin. That's where the miners make their money. So pretty cool. They also Bitcoin has 21 million total Bitcoins that will ever be in existence. Never can do any more than that. It's programmed. So what's cool about that, and why they're called miners, is because every time a certain amount of transactions go through the network, a little bit more of that Bitcoin is released. So the last Bitcoin is pending to be released around the year 2100. And the really cool thing about that is it's deflationary, meaning U.S. dollars or any currency, they can print as many dollars as they want. And in 2020, from all the things, the pandemic and stimulus and all that, 30% of all US dollars in circulation forever in 2020, 30% were printed in 2020. So with Bitcoin, you don't have that issue. Your money holds and actually will increase in value because it can't be deflated, which is awesome. So, or inflated, I should say. Anyways, so miners keep hold of the network, and when someone sends money to someone else, they're the ones who keep track. And it's a very democratic system. So if one miner is sketchy and trying to like make some sketchy transactions, all the other miners are going to see, well, this miner is sketchy, and they're going to get kicked off the network. Pretty cool. So now that you understand basically how blockchain works, how cryptocurrency works, I should say, it does way more than just sending money from one person to another. So with all these other cryptocurrencies coming out, and we'll actually go through some of them here in a little bit, and the best source to research some of them. First things first is they're so secure. So when it comes to business, nothing can be changed or altered. It's very transparent. It's not people keeping track of these systems. It's programs. It's algorithms. So there's no sketchiness. It's all transparent. There's nothing negative that can go on. So pretty rad. Yeah, traceability. You can watch things. Actually, Bitcoin is one of the most least secure, I should say, the easiest to track transactions and where they're going. And if you're a government entity, you can kind of watch Bitcoin and see what accounts they're coming from. So other cryptocurrencies can really help with supply chain, efficiently keep track of products, where they're going. There's healthcare, so patient data, things like that. You could have imagine having all your medical records just stored in one spot on your phone, or with a password, you go to any doctor in the world and they can look up your information just to see your history. So pretty rad. And then governments, when it comes to judicial areas, and fraud is a thing, and corruption is definitely a thing in the world. And so cryptocurrency helps so much with all the systems to get rid of that. So you can kind of see how cool this is. It's literally like the internet, but way better, and it's amazing to see. So now we'll go over to CoinGecko. CoinGecko is the best site to look up different cryptocurrencies, see where they're at, see what they do, find some good opportunities for investment. This is CoinGecko, and you'll probably find, if you do some more research with cryptocurrency, there's another one called CoinMarketCap. They have been around a little longer. Pretty good still, good website. I prefer CoinGecko though because they give a little bit more data. They include a few more exchanges that CoinMarketCap doesn't. So CoinMarketCap though is also pretty reliable. Anyways, this has all your basic details up at the top. So the total coins that are in existence, how many exchanges there are, tons of them. Total market cap of cryptocurrency. By the way, this is just over $1 trillion, which is, you're like, okay, that's kind of a lot of money. But Forex does 6 trillion volume in a day, daily, in and out. So crypto has so much room to grow. And maybe by the time you're watching it, hopefully it'll be double this, because I got a lot of money invested. Dominance. So this is saying that of this market cap, Bitcoin owns 68% of it. Ethereum, which is the second largest cryptocurrency, owns 12% of it, and the rest is split through all of them. So there's just a lot of room for growth. I've seen Bitcoin at less than 40% dominance, so there's going to be a lot of room for all these other coins. But what's cool about CoinGecko, you can go through and see these are all sorted by total market cap. So market cap is, remember, the amount of total money in that cryptocurrency. So yeah, this is sorted out that way, so you can kind of run through. Now, let's say you're running through one and you're like, oh, let's see, Chainlink. This is one that I'm invested in. I think it's a really good one to invest in. $16 now, like it will go to 30 plus, I'm sure of it. So you can click on the coin here, and then you can actually find out tons of information on it. So let's say we want to look at the chart. We can see what the price has been. So let's go to max. We'll go all time. And so pretty cool. We can kind of see all the data. We can look at it between the price of the US dollar, which is in the blue, or we can look at it priced out in Bitcoin. So you can kind of see the amount in Bitcoin, how much Bitcoin that one coin was worth. But you can go through the history and you can check out and see max what it was worth. So over all-time high in US dollar was $19. Now I find that these cryptocurrencies are actually a lot better to price them out in Bitcoin. So we're actually at an all-time low in Bitcoin, and with Chainlink right now, not an all-time low, local low. I'm sorry, definitely not all-time low. All-time low is way back here. Local low. And I would imagine that we're going to start to increase as time goes on. And so if Bitcoin keeps its high price, that'll mean a massive increase in the US dollar amount as well. So pretty cool actually to think about the growth opportunity here. So you can go to the website as well. You can figure out what the coin does, do your own research there. And then what's cool too is if you wanted to find some coins that are like, low market cap, maybe people haven't heard of them, you can actually sort these by, like I said, by market cap, but look at the smaller market caps first. So right here, we're only looking at the first 1 through 100, but now we can research some of these that have the smaller market cap that have more potential, to go up higher, a lot higher, to catch up with some other coins. So, and then, if you're curious as to what something does, of course, you click on it here, you go research the website. You can see what the price history is, but basically right now when this video is being recorded, which is in January of 2021, you can expect all the coins, probably especially the ones in the top 100, to at least go to what their previous all-time high was. So in this case, this is Scicoin. I have bought some of this before. I don't own any currently, but if we go to, let's go to max. Pretty crazy. All-time high was just under 10 cents, looks like. Maybe about 9 cents. I can't get it to go exact. And we're sitting down here currently at 0.004 cents. So where's the price at? Overview. Look at that. 0.004 cents. So I would imagine that we could make a run for its old all-time high. This is a pretty good one. So what you want to look for when you're researching these coins, I check their social media. I make sure they're still posting to things. Check their website. Make sure they're still actively producing, because there are a lot of coins that were made in like 2014, 15, 16, 17. And someone made them because they knew how to make a coin. They were, coders, and they just made some money when they got it onto an exchange and let it die. Now, a lot of these in the top, 100, usually you will find that they're constantly working on things. So very, very good space to look for. You can find some that are even smaller market cap. I have a couple gems that are like a $30 million market cap. So, and I expect it to go to like 300-400 plus, maybe even $1 billion. They're just kind of holding on. So so super exciting, a lot of opportunity. Of course, just be super, super safe with investing. Understand what you're getting into. And, of course, in the next video, or in a couple videos, I'm going to show you how to do it, what exchange to use, where to get these coins, and where to store them. Cool.